Welcome to another chilling episode where technology and humanity collide. Tonight, we delve into the enigmatic world of the Catalyst auction, a shadowy system hidden deep within the dark web. What starts as a twisted game of bidding soon spirals into something far more sinister. And for one man named Dorian, it becomes a descent into madness, guilt, and inescapable horror. Before his life was consumed by Catalyst auction, Dorian led an unremarkable existence. A freelance designer by trade, he was grappling with the aftermath of a devastating breakup with Amelia. She had been his muse, his anchor. Without her, Dorian felt like a drifting ship in a storm, lost and purposeless. Seeking distraction, Dorian turned to the internet, a place where anything could be found, including trouble. A friend once told him about the dark web, describing it as a forbidden forest full of secrets. Curious and desperate, Dorian ventured in. After a few weeks of idle browsing, he stumbled upon something called Catalyst Auction. At first it seemed like a quirky site for unusual antiques, rare collectibles, and vintage memorabilia. But beneath the surface, the true nature of Catalyst auction was revealed. It was a marketplace for human lives. Dorian hesitated. Was this some kind of sick joke? The listings were cryptic, but disturbingly real. Each profile came with a photograph, personal details, and a haunting tagline like, "Desperate father in debt." The auctioneer's description promised catalysts, people who could solve your problems, eliminate obstacles, or vanish without a trace. Curiosity got the better of him. Dorian placed a low bid on a profile titled, "Unfaithful Partner, Discretion Guaranteed." He thought it was harmless, a prank at worst. But when his bid won and an encrypted email confirmed the Catalyst would execute their task within 48 hours, Dorian's unease turned to dread. 48 hours later, Amelia's new boyfriend was reported missing. Dorian's blood ran cold. Could this really be connected? Or was it a coincidence? The guilt gnawed at him, but he was too afraid to dig deeper. Dorian tried to delete his account, but the system wouldn't let him go so easily. Catalyst auction began to taunt him. Anonymous messages flooded his inbox. Your bid was successful. Are you satisfied? New listings match your preferences. He avoided the site for weeks, but the auction knew how to lure him back. One day he received a message. What would you pay to protect yourself? Clicking the link, Dorian found a new listing with his own photograph on it. Freelance designer, no known family ties. It was no longer a game. Catalyst auction wasn't just selling lives, it was erasing them. If Dorian wanted to survive, he needed answers. Terrified, Dorian started researching the origins of Catalyst auction. Most searches led to dead ends, but one anonymous forum post caught his eye. It read, "Looking for a way out? Contact Elliot. He built the system and he can break it." Following cryptic instructions, Dorian found himself in an abandoned warehouse meeting Elliot, a disheveled programmer who looked like he hadn't seen sunlight in years. Elliot revealed the truth. Catalyst auction wasn't meant to kill. It was an experiment, a system designed to predict human behavior and influence decisions. But greed turned it into a marketplace of death. Elliot had been running from the system for years, but he knew how to dismantle it. The only problem? Accessing the server would require entering the very heart of Catalyst auction, a place where few returned alive. As Dorian and Elliot infiltrated the core of Catalyst auction, the system fought back. The interface was like nothing Dorian had seen. Organic, living. The profiles of potential catalysts scrolled past with haunting taglines. "Welcome back, Elliot. We've missed you." "Dorian, what will you bid to fix your life?" Then Catalyst unveiled its trump card. A profile popped up labeled Elliot, The Betrayer. The description read, "Former programmer, knows too much. Highest bidder wins his silence." Dorian watched in horror as the bids started pouring in. Thousands, then millions. Elliot froze, but Dorian grabbed him by the arm and snapped him out of it. "We're not here to run. We're here to fight." Together they pushed forward, deep into the system, where they confronted the Overseer, a holographic avatar controlled by the investors. "You think you can destroy me? You're just as guilty as the bidders. You gave them the power. And Dorian, you're no better. You clicked. You killed." As the virtual labyrinth collapsed, Elliot realized the only way to stop it was to overload the system with corrupted data, but it would cost him everything. Dorian escaped, but Elliot's sacrifice came at a price. The system had collapsed, but Elliot's consciousness was lost forever. Back in the real world, Dorian tried to move on, but the memories lingered. Every now and then he would receive an anonymous email with a single line of code. Elliot's way of letting him know he was still out there, watching, guarding. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Did the ending unfold the way you imagined, or did it leave you questioning everything? What would you have done in Dorian or Elliot's place? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let's start a conversation. If this story gripped you, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more episodes that dive deep into the shadows of human ambition. Don't forget to like this episode, share it with someone who loves a good twist, and help us grow this community of curious minds. Your support keeps these stories alive. Until next time, stay vigilant and stay curious.